Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I will detail a story of a family tragedy in Oakland. Andrew Thomas, who was 20, and his son Drew Jackson, who was 1 year old, were shot and killed on August 7, 2013, when someone fired shots into a Brookfield Village home that they were in. Konya Bayless identified Andrew, who was killed in the shooting, as her nephew, Andrew Thomas, and the 1 year old as Drew Jackson, her youngest nephew. The shooting happened around 2:45 a.m. on August 7th. Bayless said there were many people in her house at the time when the shooting occurred, including her boyfriend, her mother, her mother's boyfriend, and a number of nephews, nieces, and young children. She said she was sleeping when she was awakened by the sound of 8 shots being fired. She got up and was told by her sister that baby Drew had been shot. She quickly learned that Andrew had been wounded as well. Bayless said that Andrew and Drew lived in Fresno, but were staying for a few days because they attended a birthday party for Andrew's 2-year-old sister in Oakland over the weekend. Andrew moved to Fresno 4 years ago after his cousin, 21-year-old Webster Johnson IV, was fatally shot in the 1900 block of 90th Avenue in East Oakland. Bayless would say that her nephew Andrew and baby Drew extended their stay because Andrew's cousin, 18-year-old Al Rivera, was killed in a shooting, and they were planning to attend Al's funeral. Now, Andrew's cousin Al was murdered in Oakland on August 3, 2013. Oakland police said the fatal shooting resulted from a turf war between two rival East Oakland gangs that began when a 20-year-old named Terrence Smith was fatally shot in the 2600 block at 74th Avenue on September 4, 2011. Al was said to be in the streets and was active in the war. Al was only hit by one of the 12 bullets that was fired at him, but that bullet lodged into his chest and killed him. A man was later picked up for killing Al, but he was later acquitted. So just less than a week period, Andrew, his son Drew, and their cousin Al will lose their lives. At that time, baby Drew was the youngest of the 61 homicide victims in Oakland by August of 2013. Since 2011, 21 kids have been killed in Oakland by the time of 2013. 5 of them 8 years old or younger, including a July 17th shooting that killed an 8-year-old as she slept at a friend's house, and other people inside the home were also injured as well, but survived. Her killer was later caught. After these events, police will crack down hard on gang members, and Andrew and Drew will have a $30,000 reward placed to find their killers, but their killers will never be caught. Melvin Johnson, Andrew's dad, and baby Drew's grandpa, was active in events and trying to find their killer, but unfortunately, he would suffer the same fate as them. He also became a victim of deadly violence and gunfire. Melvin was fatally shot around 1 p.m. as he drove on 89th Avenue in East Oakland, very close to where a setup was dedicated to his son and his grandson on 90th Ave and MacArthur Boulevard. Despite his wounds, Melvin was able to drive to the 8500 block of MacArthur Boulevard, where he crashed into some parked cars near Castlemont High School. Oakland police was alerted by shot spotters and gave him CPR at the scene, but Melvin later died at the hospital. No motive has been released by police, and no arrest was ever made. With all the death around, Melvin was still mourning his son and his grandson, not to mention his 8-year-old son died from sickness on November 1st, 2016. It would be a $10,000 reward to find Melvin's killer, but no one was ever caught. This story was full of tragedies and unfortunate events. RIP to everyone involved. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.